Today we carry on with the project that we got started on in our last episode, designing the tiny little kitchen in our stone house. And John is already changing his mind.
You have a think.
This space will be the heart of our family home for the next 2 years, so it is super important that we get it right and that we think very carefully about each and every detail. Ah, interesting. Which one do you like the best? There's also still a fair bit of work to be done in the new wooden extension. And in there, we've decided to go pretty bold.
Yeah, that's definitely the one, love. I like it a lot.
What was once probably a small animal barn, this stone house is starting to really come to life. And we are getting pretty excited to move in.
Good morning, everybody. I have got tester pots. If you remember when we were painting the bedroom, we went through a couple of really big tins of paint before we got the right one, and then we went to the shop and we got some tester pots just to test different colours. We've learned from that mistake. So what we're thinking of doing today is putting some paint on this extension wall. No, don't like that one. And then we'll be able to work out what colour frames we're going to have, window frames we're going to have. And we'll also be able to work out, whether these kind of colours are going to flow through the building. Of course, like you saw in the last episode, we're planning on painting our kitchen blue to match with the tiles. So we want a gradient of blues through to something, through to the kind of olive mushroom green that we've got in the bedroom, and then the honeycomb bathroom that we've got. There's a lot going on, and that's not bad. It's still a bit turquoise. There's a lot going on, so let's have a look at these colours. If we get it right, Tara's going to pop into town a little bit later and she's going to pick up a bigger pot. But these, to me, they all just look a little bit too pink. Huh? Tara, do you want to come and have a look at these colours? She's on her way. All right, so we've got colours.
Have you painted?
No, I haven't painted, I've just opened the tin.
Oh, right, okay.
I want to see different colours.
So I think either this one or this one. That's way too turquoise, isn't it?
No.
Is that your favourite?
Yeah, I was looking at the darker colour. My feeling is that they're all a bit pink. Yeah, they just look a little bit like, I don't know. Let's put some on the wall and let's have a look. All right, this one's my favourite. I think I like this one the most. Yeah, this one is my favourite colour at the moment, and the reason for that is I'm looking for darker colour in this room. Let's see how that one dries.
It is very pretty. It looks lovely with the view.
This one, yeah, this is the thing. Look at those mountains. If you look in all of the pictures that we've got, or all of the shots that we've got from this this particular view, the mountains are darker. They've got this darkness about them. Even when it's a really sunny day, they silhouette. And so what I really like to do is complement that with the colour. That's not a bad colour either, but it's just not.
I think that's the colour we were looking for the bedroom.
Yeah, probably actually. It's not a bad colour at all. We'll have
I
to
like
remember
that,
one.
yeah.
And then the last one is this one. This one to me feels like it's going to be just a bit too minty.
Oh, I like that one.
Okay, yeah, it's growing on me a bit as well. Hello, Sawyer. Are you eating strawberries for breakfast? Yeah. So the boys are being noisy in the background. Sorry about that, everybody. I do like that one. That one's gone off. I've gone off of that one a little bit. Do you know what that one looks like? The first colour that we painted our kitchen when we were looking for that Farrell and Ball green smoke colour.
It's too blue, that one.
It's too blue. Yeah, these two are good, and that one's my favourite currently. No, don't like that one. Let's wait for it to dry 5 minutes and then we'll have a good
And wait
look.
for some sunshine to come out as well.
Anyway, the second thing that I was thinking about was, if we're using a colour like this, it's a fairly dark colour, and joining edges, white to green, no matter how much tape you put there, is always going to be a bit tricky. We're not professional painters, but we want a professional job done. So the other thing that I was thinking was maybe from the corner of the lowest wall here, let's have a look at it, we can run a piece of wood beading level all the way along there, all the way along that wall here, which would mean that it would be just a little bit higher than the lights, and then all the way across here. So the top half of the room, not the top half, but the top quarter of the room on this side is white. And then the walls are green up to that whiteness, and then we have this white beading that sort of joins that line of colour.
Love it.
Rather than painting green all the way up,
Yeah.
which might feel a little bit heavy. What do you think?
I think it's a great idea.
If we actually made that paint come down to, that white come down to here,
Yeah.
we could put the beading all the way around the room.
Yeah, yeah.
But let's measure, I mean, this is, if we measure the height of that, there we go. A very professional measurement, but that's about how high the window is. So if we went, up here, then it would definitely be higher than the window, higher than the door, and we'd have a real result of that.
I'm going to leave you to it because I've got to go to town.
Okay, 18G3 is the colour.
There you go, 18G3.
Right, I've snuck off to take a very, very quick break to tell you about a surprise that we've got brewing, which we are pretty excited about. So, as you guys know, we work with loads of different sponsors, and we've been so fortunate to get our hands on some incredible products. And today's product is no different, but there is a difference because this is not for us. If you've been here with us for a long time, you will also know the wonderful, wonderful João, who is such an enormous asset to us on the farm, but has also become a huge part of our family. João earns a salary, but we're always on the hunt for ways for us to be able to say thank you a little bit bigger, because his contribution is so much bigger than just a salary for us and for the boys and just for everything that Portugal is for us. So we were absolutely delighted when ENGWE got in touch wanting to do a sponsorship with us, and when they were on board for us to gift João an e-bike. Now, he has no idea that this is the plan. He's currently building it with Crusoe, who is letting the cat out of the bag, but João's not buying any of it.
Look, you're all right. Look, you're all right. It's for you.
How's it looking, João? Good. All right, it seems to be going really, really well. The bike's being put together nicely. João's got no idea it's going to be his bike, except Crusoe has many, many, many times said, hey, João, it's yours, it's your bike, it's yours. But I think João thinks Crusoe's just saying, you're fixing the bike, João, like he normally does. So we'll see. Very shortly, the bike's ready, and we're going to tell João that it is actually his bike.
Do you want to tell him?
No, you tell him.
Good. I love it. Did you read the instructions, João? Well, the good news is, João, that's not bad.
Very good, João. You found something. What did you find? We just told João it's his bike. What did you find?
Slug on a new lawn.
Oh, that's good that you removed the slug. Thanks very much. So a huge thank you to ENGWE for being able to help us with this gift. It makes us feel really great that the success of this channel can be shared with other people that are super important to this project. As part of helping us being able to gift this to João, we would really love it now if you just let us tell you a little bit about the bike, and don't skip through, have a good old watch. We're going to tell you all about why João is the luckiest fella on the planet, having got this ENGWE bike.
So this very snazzy piece of kit is the ENGWE L20 boost bike. And what makes it really special is the boost function.
And I'm excited to use the boost function.
The boost function makes getting up hills super easy. It also could help you overtake somebody if you needed to zoom past somebody less cool who didn't have an epic ENGWE L20 boost bike.
This bad boy is going to go 126 kilometers on just one charge. That's about, I don't know, what, 80 miles?
About that, yeah.
a very long way.
Unlike other bikes we've tested, what's really handy is it's really, really easy to get the battery out. It even has a little handle, so you can take the battery out of the bike, take it up to wherever you live or wherever you are working, and plug it in to charge. So it's not a case of trying to find a space for an enormous bike to fit, to plug in, to charge. Very easy step-through function. Maybe Joao probably wouldn't have enjoyed doing that bit just as much. And
His legs aren't as nice, darling.
and a front rack and a back rack, as well as all of the safety lights you'd need. One in the front, one at the back, and reflectors on the pedals.
And actually, that light at the back, Joao and I just tested. When you push the brake handle, it comes on like a brake light.
That's very clever. I think the only thing left to do really is to watch Joao sail up that hill, boosting his way off the farm.
Love it.
Thank you so much, ENGWE. We're delighted. Joao's delighted. And if you want to get your hands on a new e-bike, then please use the links in our description below. There's a bunch of offer codes there for you, depending on which bike you decide to go for. So check it out. And remember, just by clicking on the links and heading over to ENGWE's website, you really, really, really help to support our channel. And for that, we're super duper grateful.
Plus button. Boost, boost, boost. Come on. Hey, Joao, come back. We need you. First real job of the day. Let's go and carry on building that kitchen. See where we get to by the end of the day. I'm excited about that project. Everybody knows that I like building out of wood. Okay, Hobie's been in here. There's 2 shoes on their own. Okay, all right. So where did we leave? We had the sink cabinet pretty much in place in the last episode. So this episode, what we're going to start doing is moving across this way first to get the cooker area all sorted. I think it's the simplest part of the kitchen that we're going to be building anyway. So first things first, I think we've got a 30 centimetre cabinet to put together, and then we'll have a look at that cooker cabinet, because I'm not quite sure what the best way to do this is. I think ultimately the biggest plan or the best plan will be just to build boxes, and then we'll have a look and see what goes inside those boxes a little bit later on. All right, so what I want to do with all of this, because we're building it bespoke, we can build it any size we like. My thoughts on this are, perhaps this cabinet here is going to be where we have our plates and our eating utensils. Maybe, I don't know. Could work out to be like that. I've got my second piece of wood. I made this earlier, but we're going to want to make sure that that plate fits really easily through that gap. If we were going to make this cabinet 30 centimetres wide, that would leave, let's have a look, that's kind of like that. 30 centimetre wide cabinet would be something like that. That would leave a gap of too small to put a plate in. This line here, and are you getting that? So this line here of the tiles is kind of where the cooker hood stops. And when we look at things from a distance, when we come in and we look at it, we probably want the cabinet below this to be the same kind of width. We're going to want to make sure that this kitchen sink cabinet is in the right place, aren't we? So find it together. See how this is working, guys? I'm just sort of making it up as I go along. Let's have a look through the front door as well, because that will be a big factor, a really big factor on where the sink cabinet is. Let's have a look. 3 tiles here, those run in. This one's the centre row right here. I mean, it would be super cool to have the sink central, front and central, on that row, wouldn't it? Let's have a look at that. How far across that would need to be like that, wouldn't it? Then we'd have 45 centimetres worth of dishwasher to right there. And then the cabinet, 60 is what we need, isn't it? For the oven. Are you following? Is everybody following? Okay, and then from here downwards, so the cabinet for the stove would be in line with this. That would make this cabinet here 60 centimetres. It's a fairly standard cabinet size, isn't it? 60 centimetres. A real box of a cabinet. Maybe a double door or some drawers here. We could have a think. I wonder what size drawers we've got in the other house. Let's go measure them. Because if they're about the same size, 60 centimetres or something like that, we might be able to just sort of repurpose, give them a good old sand down, clean them up a little bit, paint them the different colour, save me a bit of work. That is 60 centimetres. I mean, it would be lovely to be able to just lift that up and move it across, but okay, that's where it starts, right there. That's 59.3 centimetres, 59.3 centimetres. That's an interesting size, John. So it looks like if we're going to repurpose these drawers, and I think we could, they're not the best drawers and they're going to need some serious working on to make them feel a little bit nicer, but they have been very functional. I didn't like these doorknobs, by the way. They've never ever worked particularly well. They look beautiful, but trying to grab hold of them has always been a bit of a challenge. So I think we'll just maybe put I don't know what you call them, but something that's brass here. You put your fingers underneath and you pull it out. So the drawers themselves are great. They really are great, and the hinges have worked out really great too. So let's make a cabinet there, 59.3 centimeters in inches, something like, I don't know. Forward just a little bit. Anyway, it's got to come out. There's a gap. It's going to be mega cool. A couple of pieces of wood, 51.8. Gotta go cut again, folks. Cabinets 1 and 2 are in place. This will be the drawers. There'll be a nice double cupboard there, and then the butler sink there. And the sink will be smack bang in the middle as you walk through the door. Love it. Cooker over here. Don't know quite yet what over there.
The boys and I have just got back from town. We went in to go and have a few doctor's appointments. It's that time of year where we need to have our annual checks. So if you're putting yours off, this is your sign to go and get them done. I just had all of my gynecology checks for the year, so hopefully those results will come in the next week or so and everything will be fine. It's super important to stay on top of them. Anyway, before I go and paint the extension, I'm just having a quick bite to eat. So I'm going to have some scrambled eggs on toast. And I also wanted to just quickly mention something which has been such a profound effect, and has been such a big change that I've made recently that's had such a huge effect on my life. I mentioned a while ago that I joined a membership platform called the She Collective. It's been the most amazing kind of space to get into exercise. I've never been a person that loves exercise, but Ro and her program have changed that for me. But one of the tips that they gave us right at the very beginning was don't drink coffee on an empty stomach. Now, what I would usually do is wake up early in the morning, come downstairs, have a cup of coffee, and then kind of get on with my day. And I was finding like I was super stressed, wasn't I, darling? Well, you can have your coffee on an empty stomach, but I can't. For us ladies and our hormones, apparently coffee on an empty stomach is super triggering for your stress response. So you end up throwing your body into, can you grab my toast? Is it ready? You end up throwing your body into a cortisol response, and you have these big cortisol spikes throughout the day. And I was finding exactly that, and I had no idea what was causing it. Anyway, long story short, I ditched the early morning coffee, and I was really reluctant to do this, so it didn't come easy. But I ditched the morning coffee, and I have been so much more level, maybe not all month long, but so much more level during the day than I used to be. And the difference I've felt is quite incredible. And what I've swapped it for, and this is in no way sponsored or anything, it's just a personal recommendation, is a coffee alternative. This one is my current favorite. It's called 10. It's got 10 different ingredients in it, most of them functional mushrooms, things like L-theanine, and lion's mane, reishi, turkey tail, cordyceps, shiitake, king trumpet, and chaga. It's also got a little bit of coffee in it, so it tastes a bit like coffee. I love it. Pete from 10, the founder, sent me a bag to try, and now I will not live without it. I have a stash in my cupboard that's going to last me a few months. If you're looking for it, it's at the back, at the top. Anyway, brilliant stuff. So if you haven't tried an alternative coffee, give it a go. You never know. Functional mushrooms are super good for you. They've certainly helped me level my anxiety a little bit and just taken away those massive spikes of cortisol that were so awful and so triggering. And if you have tried a coffee alternative or some functional mushrooms, I would love to hear all about it. So please let me know in the comments below. But anyway, enough talking. I need to eat my breakfast.
Wait, because I'm worried about the lion's mane.
What are you worried about the lion's mane for?
Well, you said that you were drinking lion's mane.
It's a mushroom, darling.
Oh. Well, anyway, if you are worried about the lion's manes,
it's a mushroom. Coffee. It's a mushroom.
Ah, okay.
Don't. Anyway. Right. How's it going in the kitchen?
I'm just imagining the lions in Serengeti sat there going,
oh, yeah, they come and came with their bloody buzzers. They're going to shave us again.
They need my lion's mane. The rhinos are sat there looking really sad.
No, the rhinos are like, yeah, this is what we've been going through for months, years,
the
decades. It's a mushroom, everybody. Calm down. All right, how's it going in there?
Yeah, good. I've got to go get the paint now. Okay, we've got the colour. We're going for this deep colour here, this deep green colour. Also bought some of this tape roll tape. I think I'd really like to try and see whether we can get a straight-ish line on the wall without having to put the wood on. If we can get that really straight line or close to straight line, I think I'll be quite pleased. So I'm going to do some measurements.
Wow, look at this. Final bit. My goodness, what a difference that has made. It looks and feels incredible. This is such a beautiful room. Wowzers! Man, what a difference!
So now it just remains to take the tape off, really. And admire that beautiful neat white line, and then put the border rimmings on. Get everything back in here. We've got a few carpets, so we can put the sofas back in place. We can put the windows back in. Decide what to do with these window frames. I am starting to think maybe white is the best option. Maybe we go with that first. If we want to change it, then it's easy to change. Watch out, buddy. There's a big tree. Ow, out, Obi. Out. Oh. The last thing I need is a dog to walk through paint onto these tiles, buddy. I'm nearly done, and I've done really well. John's on his way. Should we get his reaction?
Wow, that's such a great colour.
It's cooler.
I love it.
Isn't it amazing?
Hey. Wow.
Mommy.
Hello.
What's the dear?
No, we can't find Crusoe's skid steer. Hey.
Yeah, great colour. Yeah.
Happy?
Stoked. Yeah, I think we got to keep those window frames white.
I think so too, yeah. That doesn't sound good. Anybody else out there trying to do the summer holidays parenting juggle? I see you, we feel you, we're deep in it. Usually we have a friend of ours, Liz, who comes to look after the boys for us 3 days a week and make our life so much easier so that we can work. She's gone on holiday. Joao's helping us out in the mornings. The rest of the time we're trying to juggle working with the children around. And it's bedlam. But it's brilliant, and really, I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, it broke. Okay, we better fix it then, hey.
So, one of the things we're planning on doing is putting this picture up, isn't it?
Yes.
There's a lot of green and a lot of turquoise on it.
Oh, it's so pretty. Right, mind the paint, mind the paint. Oh my god.
So, the plan would be, I suppose, to have it coming over here. On this wall.
Oh my gosh, love, it is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Lift the corner up a bit.
Keep your eyes on the horizon.
That's it.
I was looking to belong when I'd already found my home.
Look how beautiful that is.
Won't be long. I'm there before the setting sun. For you to fall.